Today's video is brought to you by Head and Shoulders. Yes, the clout chipmunk is back and he's going off on one on Eminem, saying apparently going off on Eminem for not mentioning him on his new album. Apparently that's what the title is on this little video clip that we're going to show. It's only about a minute long, and I don't know, I haven't seen this, but it just makes me it just makes me laugh. Like Benzino, it's always got something to moan about. You know what I mean? About Eminem. You know, talk about, you know, Eminem is the only reason, the only thing that keeps Benzino relevant. You know. Oh my god. So let me check this out. It's only a short video, like I just said, but it just never ceases to amaze me. Just whether Benzino gets upset when Eminem does mention him, and then he gets upset if he doesn't. There's just no telling what this man is going to do, or what he's going to do next. Well, you know, 1 minute he says one thing, the next minute he says something else, and it's like he's never consistent with anything that he says. So anyway, let's just check this video clip out, and yeah, let's
dream. Like in the great words,
he had a dream.
Martin Luther King, I had a dream. I had a dream that one day people will wake up, my people, the hip-hop community, our culture, the culture.
You're not a part of the culture, Benzino. You're not a part of the culture. The culture doesn't even like you. I don't even think the culture even knows who the fuck you are. It's just interesting. Like my people, the hip-hop community. He still thinks he has a place in fucking hip-hop. He doesn't. He doesn't. You know, I think you stop saying the word the culture. You're only using, you don't give a fuck about the fucking culture. The only time like you care about the culture is when you're trying to use it as a weapon against Eminem. That's the only time that you've ever like really cared about the fucking culture. It's like, you know, don't use the fucking culture as a weapon against fucking other artists, like especially white artists like Eminem. I mean, seriously. I mean, if you really cared about the fucking culture, you wouldn't fucking, you know, almost like, weaponize it against other artists. You only use the word culture when it suits you. I'm trying to make a point of part of the culture, but you're not. You're not a part of the culture. You don't even care about the culture, because if you did, you wouldn't use it as a weapon against other artists. That's what I'm saying.
People will wake up, my people, the hip-hop community, our culture, the culture wakes up. I had a dream that they woke up one day and they finally seen through this bullshit Eminem, through this bullshit masquerade he's been doing for the last 20-something years. He put this last album out and didn't dare mention my name. Didn't dare mention Benzino.
No, because you had nothing to do with it. Do you know why? Do you know the reason why he didn't mention your name on the Death of Slim Shady? It was a concept album and you didn't have anything to do with it. Don't think that Eminem doesn't dare fucking mention your name, because you know that's not true, because he has done many times in the past, and he did on Doomsday Part 2. But come on, there's no fucking Eminem better than that. Come on. So I'm not really sure what point he's trying to make here, but
through this bullshit masquerade he's been doing for the last 20-something years.
Masquerade.
He put this last album out and didn't dare mention my name. Didn't dare mention Benzino. After that ass kicking of Voltorious, and of course the legendary classic now, Rap Elvis, went to Detroit.
You know, Voltorious and Rap Elvis. Oh my god. Do you know why Eminem didn't respond to that? It was fucking that much ass cheeks, or chipmunk cheeks, that it just wasn't worth fucking mentioning. Like, no, but the thing is, he didn't mention you because you had nothing to do with the concept of the album. That's why he didn't mention you, Raymond Scott. That's Benzino's real name, by the way. You know, you had nothing. You had nothing. You had no relevance to Eminem's new album. It's not just a no. That wasn't just a like. Every song was just like a random song put together. No, it was a concept album. Yeah, of like Eminem, like of Slim Shady trying to, you know, come back and have, you know, say all the ridiculous things that he used to in the past, because Slim Shady is really stuck in the past, where Marshall Mathers and Eminem have been trying to like move on and be more mature and everything of that sort, and then Slim Shady is trying to make a comeback, because these are the battles that Eminem keeps dealing with, and it's a lot of the critique from the fans, from the critics as well, saying, "Oh, we want the new Eminem. Oh no, we want the old Slim Shady. We want this." You know, it's a lot of fucking stuff going on in that album. You really have to pay attention to each song, because I think the Death of Slim Shady, the album was written, you know, so well. It's a perfect concept album. But Benzino, I think you just completely missed the whole point and the fucking purpose of the album Death of Slim Shady. Yeah. Right now, at this particular point, he didn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
And didn't dare mention my name. Didn't dare mention Benzino. After that ass kicking of Voltorius, and of course the legendary classic.
The Voltorius wasn't an ass kicking. I mean, you can't really claim that, as it was. Well, it wasn't written. You didn't write it. But anyway.
Now, Rap Elvis went to Detroit, in the city, went to Mom's Spaghetti, threw the meatballs all over the curb.
Wow. But the thing is, right? If you saw the Rap Elvis track where he went to Eminem's restaurant, Mom's Spaghetti, right? He was there and like going around Detroit, but if you notice, most of the time Benzino was inside. Yeah, he wasn't out on the streets giving it the large. He wasn't. It was like, you can see him when he was at the beginning of the video. He was standing at the what do you call it, window, no, to order his food. He had his hood up. He had shades on, trying to look inconspicuous. And because he didn't want to get fucking seen, he'd probably get his fucking ass whooped, right? And a lot through his Rap Elvis video, he was inside. He wasn't outside, out in the city, fucking saying, "Look, I'm in your city." You know, it was inside. Oh yeah, and he stole the sign, which I imagine he later, after the video stopped filming, I bet he went and took that sign back and put it back. Oh yeah, and he threw some spaghetti on the floor. Whoopty fucking doodah. Is that really something to brag about, really?
Went to Detroit, in the city, went to Mom's Spaghetti, threw the meatballs all over the curb, disrespected him in every way, waxed his ass with Rap Elvis, and he came back with an album and didn't even mention the Z-Ster at all. It's over.
I've already said it. Oh my god. No, Eminem's done with you because you're a fucking ass. You know, and you just like mentioning you. You know, you just had no relevance to his new album, and he hasn't even taken the time to actually understand what the Death of Slim Shady Coup de Grace album is all about. If he thinks that the Death of Slim Shady is just like all his other albums, where it's not really like concept at all. Just you know, he thinks it's just a regular album. It's not. It's a concept album of Eminem battling with his demon, with Slim Shady, and just trying to, like, Eminem's trying to move on and mature and everything, and Slim Shady's just trying to come back with all the old school shit that he used to do in the past. So it's a battle between Slim Shady and Eminem and Marshall Mathers. That's the concept of the album, The Death of Slim Shady. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
And he came back with an album and didn't even mention the Zista at all. It's over. I finished him. Over. Finito. This album is garbage. Nobody wants to hear this shit. I went through that album. That album's garbage. I didn't hear one song that I liked.
Well, that's fair enough. If he no, that's fair enough. If he doesn't like the album, I mean, that's fair. You know, you don't have to like it. I mean, that's fair enough. I mean, I'm not gonna be. No, I'm not fucking mad at the fact that he doesn't like the album. I mean, you don't have to like it, but you just you know, here's what it is. But to say that, oh, he finished Eminem, no, he didn't. I think Benzino finished his own career fucking years ago. About fucking 20 years ago. Just like anything that Benzino came out with many years ago with RSO, I think then that flopped. And he came back with Made Men, and that shit flopped too. He's always been a flopper. But anyway, that was Chipmunk Cheeks going off on Eminem for not mentioning him in his new album. I feel like, what was the point of making this video anyway? Because is he just butthurt that you didn't get a mention? And actually, it's not true. It's on the song Guilty Conscience 2. He does mention Benzino. He doesn't say Benzino, he says Ben. If I can find the bar where he actually does mention Benzino, but he just says Ben, it's only a quick mention. Like when he's talking about all the people that he's dissed in the past and stuff like that. He does mention Benzino. He does mention Benzino on this album. So he's wrong. Benzino hasn't listened to the album. Clearly, he hasn't listened, paid attention to the bar, especially Guilty Conscience 2, because he does mention Benzino. But anyway, that's all for this video. So until the next one, guys, be safe, be healthy. Catch you in the next one. Cheers.